care about. It's a different kind of a radio talk program. We're the radio talk show that is not hosted by a right-wing wacko or a convicted felon. No. I am your host. Write down our toll-free telephone number. You're going to need it. It's 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866. There is a column in the Seattle Post-Intelligencer called Dear Prudence, which apparently is a syndicated column written by the daughter of Ann Landers, whose name is Margot Howard. As if being the daughter of Ann Landers confers some kind of expertise upon you. Oh, you're the daughter of Ann Landers. Well, I see you have credentials. Anyway, a listener who has written us about another matter, named Stephen Bennett, wrote in and included a column from Dear Prudence. And here is the letter that he was referring to in the column. Dear Prudence, my husband and I have been married 6.5 years. And I am a stay-at-home mom to our toddler son. My husband has worked at the same company since graduating college. I am very proud of him and tell him so repeatedly. He is the youngest VP in the history of his company. The downside to his success is that I feel like work is his first priority. He never offers to cut his hours for me if I'm sick, for instance. Calling in for him is never an option, not even when he's sick, which is hardly ever. He's always talking about how productive he is at work, yet when I ask him to do something around the house, I have to write it down so he doesn't forget. I'm just tired of feeling second to his job. We've got a son and a home that need his attention, too. We've argued about this, talked calmly about it, discussed our issues and concerns, but nothing ever changes. Work comes first. If I can't change my husband's attitude, how can I deal with this sign, runner-up? And she has her answer, but that's irrelevant. I want to give you my answer. He works full-time. He makes a good living. He's an executive on the way up. He's the youngest vice president in the history of the company. You are getting the benefits of that, you friggin' bitch. You get to stay home and raise your child, something most women would love to be able to do, especially women with children who have to go to work every day. They'd love to be home raising the kid. What a complaining bitch you are. And by the way, if you're a woman who agrees with the woman writing in, you're the same thing. His job is going to work and earning money so you can sit on your ever-widening ass at home and live out your dream of raising children. He has his job. You have your job. Your job is the home. Now, I will tell you, if I'm the one working and you're at home, all right, I'll take out the garbage and I'll lift heavy objects. I'm fine with that. But when it comes to cooking, cleaning, child rearing, laundry, dealing with the Federal Express man who might come by, the UPS man having to answer the door when he's there, having to deal with repairmen, the telephone guy, the cable guy, the heating and air conditioning guy, or whoever else comes over. It's your job, your home. That's your job. His job is his job. That's his job. Why should he cut his hours? The reason he's successful is because unlike some of the women he competes with, he shows up to work and works a full goddamn job every day. He works a full day every day. He does the job every day. Of course he's getting promoted. You had no problem with this when you thought you were hooking a big one, when you thought you were hooking a guy making money, you thought you were hooking a guy on the rise. You had no problem with it. And now that you got your claws into his wallet, suddenly now you're going to complain he doesn't do enough around the house. You know what? That's your job. That's your job. And I love women who have washing machines and dishwashers. And, you know, my God, 50 years ago, women had to wash clothes on a wringer, you know, on a washboard, and then put them through a wringer. You hear about being put through the wringer. There was an actual wringer. They had to put clothes in the wringer to dry them out. There were no washers. There were no dryers. There were no dishwashers. You stayed home. You did the goddamn housework. That was your job. When I was a kid, my mom did have a Maytag washing machine. That was the one appliance she had. And when the clothes were done, my mom was that housewife. My mom had to take the clothes out of the washing machine, get clothespins, and hang them on a line. You put them on a clothesline. We lived in an apartment building, and she had to send all the clothes out of the clothesline. And do you think that was easy in January and February? We lived in an apartment building, and she had to send all the clothes out of the clothesline. And do you think that was easy in January and February? It was difficult. There was no dishwasher. My mother did the dishes. That's the way it worked. And that's the way it is. If your husband works and you get to stay home, you have no right to complain that he's not doing stuff around the house. You have no right to complain. Why don't you go out and make the money he makes and be as reliable as he is? You wouldn't. Because women want to stay home and raise kids. They want to, no matter how much they say they don't want it. There's a reason that it's all the homely chicks who end up working full-time and becoming executives. It's because they can't find men who will pay their bills and let them stay home and raise kids. You have what most women dream about. Shut up and stop complaining, you bitch. He should have dinner made for him when he comes home, and a martini if he wants it. There should be beer in the refrigerator. You should have circled in the TV guide all his sporting events that he wants to watch when he comes home, and you should stop bitching at the man who makes your dream possible. The man who pays the mortgage. The man who pays the electric bill. The man who pays the gas bill. The man who pays the cable bill. The man who paid for your prenatal care. The man who paid for the hospital when you had the kid. The man who pays for the food and the shelter for the child. The man who bought the crib. The man who paid for the wallpaper and the nursery. The man who makes all of this possible. Stop treating him like he's a criminal. Start treating him like a hero, because to you, he is a hero. Picked up your fat ass and agreed to pay for everything. Now shut up. I think I'm totally reasonable on this issue.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM.
How'd you marry somebody who doesn't like to go downtown?
I guess sheer stupidity.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.
The Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. All right, if you got a man in the house and he's making the money and you're staying home raising the kids, what right do you have to start complaining that he doesn't do enough around the house? Screw you. Rebecca on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Rebecca.
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
I just wanted to say you are so right on the money with this. I am so sick of listening to these bitches complain about having to sit home with their credit cards and their SUVs and their whiny little kids, and they must be bored because I'm one of those women who have to work, and I never get to see my child because I'm always at work. And I would give anything to be able to sit home and have a man who had tons and tons of money to take care of me, but I don't.
I'll bet you wouldn't complain that he had to work every day or that he had to stay late at the office.
Absolutely not. And, you know, my sister is a stay-at-home mom, and her husband works overtime, and all she does is bitch that he has to work overtime and he's not home with her. And when he doesn't work overtime, she won't even make him dinner. And I'm sick of it.
I hate that. And I told you, I've gotten out of that business altogether.
Right.
I was with at least one woman who said, "You've got two hands, make it yourself." And you know what? I'm out.
That's not right.
I'm out. You know what? When I'm with a woman who makes more money than I do, I'll make dinner.
That's right.
Haven't met one lately.
Well, if I find one, I'll let you know.
All right, Rebecca. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Take care.
You too. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Ryan on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Tom. How you doing?
All right, Ryan.
Very good. You're the man, Tom. You're the man.
Thank you.
Learning a little something here and there, but I've learned a little something in the past.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I come from a Cuban background, and one thing is the Latin women, they know the deal. Most of them know the deal. They know that, you know, when it's time for dinner and it's time for lunch, the women are all hanging around, talking, gossiping, and the men are, you know, relaxing after a hard week of work. I think you figured that one out already, right?
Oh, I figured it out a long time ago.
A long time ago.
Oh,
See,
yes,
I was
I
in
did.
Miami, so there's plenty of them there if you can't find them here.
Yes.
So that's my solution to the whole thing. Forget about everyone else. The ones I know that are down for the program are my Hispanic ladies.
Let me tell you something about Latin chicks. Just as an example, I'll give you an example. I get out of work at I don't get home till about 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Latin chicks wait to eat dinner until you get home, even if you get home late. They don't eat without you.
Yep.
I've never met one who ate before I got home.
Certain things.
Or got to her house or whatever. I've never been with one who did that. They all wait. I have been with American chicks who said, well, it was 6 and I was hungry, so I ate. Like, I got some leftovers. If you want to take them out of the refrigerator and put them in the microwave, you're perfectly welcome to do that. I'm out of that business. Out.
Yep. Certain things are set in stone for them.
You betcha. Well, you better answer that phone, Ryan.
All right, Tom, blow me up.
Here you go, baby. It's Christine on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Christine.
How are you?
Do you care, Christine?
You're the professor. Of course I care.
I'm doing great.
Fabulous. That woman needs to stuff a sock in it. I work 2 jobs 6 days a week. I wish I could kick it with my kid every once in a while.
Yeah, you would be happy to do it every once in a while. She's home every day.
Right, and if my only complaint was that my man wasn't home so I could go spend his money, she needs to shut up.
Yeah, she doesn't know how good she has it.
She doesn't. And when I didn't work, I was cooking and cleaning for my man because I was like, well, let me see. I don't pay the rent. I don't pay the electricity. He buys all the food. The least I could do is have his clothes clean and his meal cooked.
Uh-huh.
And then, of course, give it to him whenever he asked for it.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
You're right.
I don't know what's wrong with these people. And, you know, she's probably the same girl that if she's on aid, she's still driving the new car in the parking lot to the Social Security office.
Well, this particular girl is not getting any aid at all. She's at home. The aid is coming from her husband.
Right.
He is the welfare department at this house.
And her idea of a hard time and running behind is not getting her manicure done on time, right?
Or some such.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
I could only be so lucky. Take me out with a screaming orgasm, Tom.
Of course I will, Christine. Here you go.
Oh, God. Oh, yes.
Josh on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
All right, Josh.
Got a question for you. My fiance and I live together. We both hold full-time jobs, and I had a question about how much work do you think should be done between the inside and the outside of the house, split between it? Should I do all the work outside and her do all the work inside?
Well, first of all, Josh, you're 21.
That's it.
Why are you getting married?
Good question sometimes.
Well,
she's a pretty good girl.
Well, that's fine. She'll be a good girl in 4 or 5 years, too, you know. What's the rush?
That's what I keep trying to talk to her about.
Pal, you're the man. You don't try to talk to her about stuff. You lay down the law. You're not getting married till you're 25. That's it. You're the boss.
Tom, I just told her that the other day. I told her I'd be ready to get married when I was 25 years old.
And what'd she say to that?
She didn't understand. If we were committed now, she didn't understand why we couldn't be married now.
I don't think you should be committed now. I think you should be dating a variety of people. My God. Did you go to college?
Did I know? I went right out of high school into work.
All right. Yeah, but the point is that, you know what? You need to have some time to have some fun.
I understand.
You shouldn't be getting married. And you know what? What's the rush to be so responsible?
I wish I wasn't so responsible.
Well, then why don't you stop? You know what? Who was the Spanish poet who said, I am the architect of my own destiny? You know what? You don't have to take on this responsibility right now. And I don't know why you would want to. Why would you want to jump into that so early? And if you don't want to, then why would you do something you don't want to do?
Very true.
Then don't do it. Tell her you're not getting married until you're at least 25 and that you're not even ready for a committed relationship yet. Tell her that. It's okay.
But well, now I'm ready to be in a committed relationship with her, but not married. I don't want to.
I don't know why you need a committed relationship.
I don't know.
Even you don't know why. That's my point.
Yep.
The real answer is you don't need that.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Gotcha.
But being that I know you're not going to listen to a word I'm saying, and you're going to just go right ahead because you get your foot on the gas, and the brick wall's about 100 yards up, and you're going to keep going no matter what, I'll answer your question, but I'm telling you, you're making a mistake.
I'll have to think about it.
Yeah, well, you'd have to do more than think about it, pal. You got to take action because do you have a date yet to get married?
No, no, we're not even engaged. I mean, we're engaged, but nothing's been ever planned.
Did you give her a ring?
Nope, she doesn't even have a ring yet.
Don't do it.
All right.
Don't do it.
All right, man.
All right. Now,
all right.
How do you divide up the chores? Well, who makes the most money?
Who makes all the most money?
Yeah.
Honestly, we both make about even. I think she makes a little bit more.
Oh, well, as far as I'm concerned, I believe in doing the traditional chores.
Right.
I believe I'll lift heavy objects and take out the trash. I believe very much in, because you know what? Doing stuff traditionally means there's no confusion about who does what. There's no arguing or debating. Everybody knows what their job is.
Right. And that's what I've always told her. I'll take care of the outside, she'll take care of the inside.
And how'd she feel about that? Now, turn the radio off there, Josh. Is she in the car with you? Is that what's going on here?
No, no, not at all.
All right. Radio's got to stay off. Okay.
All right. Oh, boy, how's that? All right?
Until I hear it again, and then it won't be all right. But go ahead.
All right. But, all right, Tom, well, that's all I called about.
All right, well, good luck. But hang on a second before I let you go. Phil wanted to say something to you. What is it, Phil?
Hi, Tom. How you doing?
Okay.
Hey, Josh, listen, buddy. Okay, I met this girl when I was 17, okay? We were together for 3.5 years, okay? We lived together for 2 years, okay? I moved out of my parents' house when I was 18. I got into $17,000 of credit card debt, okay? Because of moving out when I wasn't ready, all right? Now, and she was, like, putting the pressure, let's get married, let's do this, let's do that. I'm like, you know what? I'm young. Like Tom said, I don't want to get married till at least I'm 30. Okay?
Right.
You're 21. These are the best years of your life. And you know what I told her? I said, you know what? I can't do this anymore. And I just left. I walked out. I moved out of my apartment, moved back to my parents' house. Now I get just so much tail. It's ridiculous, bro. How long have you been with this girl?
How long? About 4 years.
About 4 years. Get out.
Yep.
If she's going to put the pressure on you, man, you're not going to be happy. You're not going to be happy. Once you're married, you're going to be missing out on all these, gorgeous girls.
I hear you.
You get out, man. Get out while you can, because you know what? Once you get married, it's just going to go all downhill, especially if she pressured you into it, bro.
And by the way, this is as good as it's ever going to get right now.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Like us on Hot Talk 1080 KOT.
This is the Tom Leykis Show.
From Los Angeles at 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. Thank you for tuning in. All right, you're a stay-at-home mom, and your husband works hard, and you're upset that he won't do more work around the house. How dare you? Mike on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
All right, Mike.
Hey, I got a good question for you.
Yeah.
My wife right now, she works, but she's pretty lazy around the house. I'm one of those guys that does most of everything. But she's been talking about lately about possibly having a child and staying home. And her thing to me is that if I stay home, I don't want to be responsible for everything around the house, so I still want to get a maid.
Absolutely not. Dump her.
Really?
Out the chute. You know what? The point is, you could be alone and hire a maid.
Exactly.
What do you need a wife for?
Yeah, I'm one of those guys now, too, that still does everything around the house, so I know that I don't think it's going to change much for her staying home.
It would be the same for you if you were alone, and then, except you'd be banging some new trim every couple of nights.
I'm with you on that, Tom.
I mean, how dare she?
Yeah, that was her thing.
Why would you even consider that?
Yeah, she said, hey, I want to spend more time with the children and everything. I'm not going to be able to do that if I have to do everything around the house all day long, so we still need to get a maid.
Oh, well, you know what? You need to get another wife. And I recommend, Latin America. or other parts of the world where you get chicks who know what their role is and who perform it.
I hear you. I knew you were going to say that, so I appreciate the advice.
Take it from me, Mike.
Thanks. Can you take me out THX style?
Here you go, Mike. One 800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Danielle on a cell. You're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom. This is Danielle from Seattle.
I know.
Oh, well, that's good.
I just said that.
I was calling because my husband and I are in complete role reversal. He's the one that's staying home right now taking care of our 7-month-old, and I'm working full-time. And I'm on my way home from work right now, and dinner is going to be ready. But I have to tell you, it is the most unnatural role reversal there is. I can't wait until we can switch back, because I would much rather stay at home and get everything done so that when he comes home from work, you know, we have some time to spend together.
Why can't you switch back?
Well, he just graduated with his master's in computer science, and we're waiting for him to get a job.
Oh,
and
boy.
I'm finishing up my PhD, but I won't have to work full-time. I can do that part-time and do house and kid and husband.
Wow. Does it now? Tell me the truth. This is the dirty, awful truth that maybe you can't tell your husband about.
What?
How does this work relationship, this scenario you have where he stays home and you go to work, how does that affect your sex life?
Well, I notice he's into pleasing me more because he feels so guilty that he's not working.
Oh.
He just feels like he's not doing enough because he's not bringing home the money.
Uh-huh.
And
Does he ever have a hard time getting the old engine started there?
No.
No?
No. He's so, being home with a 7-month-old and, looking for a job, it's, not a lot of stimulation. So,
well, I would imagine it would also take away all of your masculinity, when you're like, you're a
seriously, Tom,
Mr. Mom.
He's tried a couple of times, when like the baby was asleep or, at the sitters or something, and he just couldn't get along by himself. And so I said, oh my God, we have to fix that. And so I help. But it just takes, a little more time to, unfocus on that area and focus on in the other one.
So wait a minute. It takes more time to. I think you're being too roundabout here. We'll bleep you if we have to. What are we trying to say here?
To get his engine started.
Yeah.
You really have to just put the visual in front of him.
Oh.
And he's there. He's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he tries to get it done without you around.
Yeah, he tries. It's just, if the baby wakes up.
It's called the Internet. Have him look into that.
Oh my God, he has.
And it still doesn't work?
No, he's got a 2.4 gig. I mean, the movies play like you're watching them on a TV screen.
Wow, and he still can't get it going.
Well, it's because the kid wakes up right in the middle, and he's like, oh, God.
How long does it take? Who watches the whole movie?
He lasts a while.
Oh, okay.
He's not a quickie guy.
Oh, well, point is, you can go and go again if you're really into it.
Well, you can't be into it when you're at home doing the woman's work and taking care of a baby.
Well, I guess that's true. Ask any guy who's trying to get a chick to put out under those circumstances.
No kidding.
Ah, all right, Danielle. Well, good luck to you, Danielle.
Don't ever stop.
The Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. Thank you for tuning in. Let's say hello here to Billy on the Tom Leykis Show.
Hey, Tom, how are you?
Hi, Billy.
What's going on?
Doing a radio show here, dear.
I know what you are. I've been listening to you, and I am just calling in because I've been hearing a lot about the husband-wife roles that are going on.
Right.
And I have to say, I make probably 5 times more than my husband does.
Wow.
And he's the greatest guy in the whole world, but he can't get it through his head that he needs to mow the lawn, and he needs to take the kid to the baseball practice.
Oh, so do you work more than he does?
My schedule's a little bit more flexible than his is, but he's still, I still have to do all of these things, and I get really frustrated with it because I think he should be a little bit more around the house. So my question to you is, do I dump him and get the Latino guy?
Now, I don't know about Latino guys. I've never dated one, so I can't tell you. But I can tell you that certainly, I'm no sexist. I believe that if you're not getting what you paid for, then you certainly have the right to get out.
Uh-huh. I just don't know what to do. And I'm not big, I'm not fat, I'm not gross, I'm nothing like that. But
how'd you get into a situation where you make 5 times what your husband does?
It didn't start, and that's maybe that part of the problem. It didn't start out that way. I was the great stay-at-home mom. I did everything with the kid, everything I was supposed to, and then I took a job in the mortgage industry.
Right.
Yeah.
Became very successful.
Became very successful, and it's just, turned around twofold. Unbelievable.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do now, but it's pretty frustrating. I was hoping you could help me out.
Well, I'd put it this way. You better hope you get custody if you do divorce him, because otherwise you'll be paying child support.
I'll be paying top dollar.
That's right.
All right.
So was he always a loser, or is he just a loser?
Oh, no, you know what? He's the great. I mean, he makes, 70, 80,000, so he's doing great.
So you're making $400,000 a year?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow. Unbelievable. I'll do your goddamn dishes.
You will? We'll come up and do them. Help me out.
Oh, listen to you.
I'm ready.
You're ready for the trophy husband now.
So I don't want a trophy husband because he's really nice.
Oh. Well, I'm not nice. I'm going to crack your ass.
All right. Well, I might like that too.
Yeah, I mean, you're so busy bossing people around at work, you need to come home and know who's boss.
I don't want to be boss, Tom.
You do it. When my open hand is there, you will want me to boss you around, believe me.
You are so cute.
You know that's what you want, too.
I know.
In fact, even though you're married, you'd let me take a whack at it.
I don't know about that, Tom.
I mean, that's all I would do. I wouldn't do anything. I'd just whack it,
All right, that might work.
See,
but anyway, take me out with a bong hit. I gotta go.
Hi, Billy. Here you go. It's Dana on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Dana.
How are you?
Do you care, dear?
I do.
I'm doing great.
Good. I agree with you. If I'm a stay-at-home mom, then I should take care of the chores around the house.
Mm-hmm.
I totally agree with you on that point. I just wanted to let you know that.
Good.
So, I mean, I work right now. I'm not married, but I'm looking for someone that will allow me to stay home.
Uh-huh.
I would take it when my husband comes home, the dinner would be cooked, bath water run, slippers and newspaper out and ready. I mean, I agree with you on that one point.
I love that.
Yes.
I'm totally old-fashioned about that stuff.
I am, too. I mean, if I'm looking for someone that will allow me to stay home, but can't find him.
Well, you know why? Because so many men have had the experience where women want to stay home, and they want you to get them a maid, and they don't want to fix your dinner.
No, see, I love to cook. He would get the best dinners every night.
Wow.
Yeah. But then there's another point. You said, because I know 3 people, Tom, that went out and got Latin American women, and they're miserable.
They are?
They are miserable.
Why?
My brother being one. He thought the grass was going to be greener on the other side of the fence, and guess what? It's not. They don't want to cook. They don't want to clean, and guess what? They want to go out and be career women.
Oh,
and
they must be overly Americanized.
No,
really?
They're not. I'm serious.
What countries are these chicks from?
Brazil.
Oh, Brazil? I've never done Brazil, but I certainly have done Spanish-speaking countries. Maybe that's the difference.
Maybe because, they are all miserable. I went to a party the other night, and I watched them bleed all over each other. And I looked at my brother and said, yeah, you thought the grass was green on the other side? It's not.
You love it. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Sabella, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Sabella.
How's it going?
Do you care?
I really do.
I'm doing
I've
great.
been listening to you for a long time.
Cool.
Yes, I'm one of those Latin women. I don't make 6-figure. My husband does.
Mm-hmm.
However, I make 1/4 of it.
So you must be really hot then.
No, well, I'm decent.
If your husband makes 6 figures, you gotta have something going for it.
He's an engineer.
Uh-huh.
I do work full time. I have a little one, and I still come home and cook. I still have time to get on the treadmill, and I have a chance to read books to my little girl, and I still give my husband every night.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Where do we sign up for that?
So I just want to tell that woman that she's ridiculous if I'm not taking... My husband offered me to stay home. But I said, no, honey, I love you, and I want to help you out, whatever I could do. I know my salaries maybe change for him, but whatever I could do. I really love my husband, and I want to help him as much as I can. I've been married successfully for about 9 years now.
I love hearing that. And, of course, the most successful marriages. I don't care what anybody says.
You know what? A lot of people tell me, you should stay home. That's not, you should just stay home and enjoy your child. I'm like, you know what? I do. And I enjoy my husband. I have a chance to take luxurious vacation. Because, you know what? I mean, and I don't even bitch. I don't mind if he smacks my ass around some, you know? I really don't.
Oh, my God. They need to make another 10 million like you.
And I'm Mexican-American.
Listen to that.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
You know what? The only time I want to see a woman hot and sweaty is when she's looking around my bedroom for her panties while I call her a cab.
There we go, baby. You're absolutely right.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Leykis on Hot Talk 1080.
Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. Thank you for tuning in. Being part of our program. We appreciate it. Monica on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
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 Tom?
Yes.
How you doing?
Do you care?
Of course I care.
Doing great.
Great. Well, I'm calling because I was a stay-at-home mom for the first year. I had twins, and I stayed at home, and it came to a point where I had to actually go to work because my man, who's making $50,000 a year, was coming home broke all the time. Couldn't pay the rent, couldn't buy groceries, couldn't do anything.
What was he spending the money on?
I'm thinking gambling.
Well, you're in Reno. That would be a good guess.
Yeah. So, I not only have to work full-time, come home and take care of the twins, I have to do his laundry. I clean up after him. I cook him dinner. And right now, to top it off, we're living with his mom, which we've been doing for about a year because we can't get a place anywhere because of his bad credit.
Wow. Why'd you pick a guy like that?
Well, it wasn't like that when I first met him. We've been together for 5 years.
So he was financially responsible and successful for years.
Oh, yeah.
How old is
Absolutely. He's 35.
he? And what was he doing for a living?
He fixes and installs slot machines.
I see. So he was never a gambler, and always did he have money put away when you met him?
Oh, he had tons of money put away.
And he spent all of it?
That's what he claims. It's all gone.
I mean, you don't know where the money is?
No. He says he pays bills, but how can he pay bills when nothing's paid for?
So
He's been evicted 4 times.
And you don't get involved in any of that? Like look at the books or anything?
I try.
I mean, you realize
that's none of my business.
Don't you sign the income tax return every year?
We're not married.
Oh, you're not married. He's just a boyfriend. Why did you have twins with a guy you're not married to? Why?
Well,
Why'd you do that?
I don't know, Tom.
You were stupid.
I know.
Say it. I was stupid.
I was stupid, but I wouldn't give him back.
Dear, the point is now you're locked in with a loser.
I am.
And you're not even married to him, so you get no benefits of being married to him and all the disadvantages.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you put yourself in this hole there.
I know.
I mean, why did you decide to have kids with a guy you're not married to?
Well, it was twins. That was a harder decision than just one.
Well, why did you let yourself get knocked up?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I know it's a good question.
Yeah.
I mean, where was your head? You're not married to this guy.
That's not my choice, though. That's his.
Dear, I know. It's always our choice. We're the ones who decide whether we're getting married or not.
Oh, I can tell.
And what would be his incentive to marry you?
I don't know, Tom. I don't know. What do you think I should do? I can't. Where am I supposed to go? I can't get in anything by myself.
You're stuck. You dug yourself a hole, and now you're in it.
Hell yeah.
In fact, good luck if you left him, good luck getting child support out of a guy who's always broke, who's been evicted 4 times.
I know. Well, he claims he's going to take the kids' stuff.
You really screwed yourself there.